Poverty is always the result of some spiritual warfare that was taking place, because God's design was never poverty. In fact, God's design is written in the book of Genesis, chapter 1. It's in the first chapter.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing he commands man, he says, be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, subdue, and have dominion.
Okay.
So man, in terms of his category, in terms of his level, as a species, he is called a dominion. That is his rank in terms of the hierarchy of the beings that God has created. There are angels, there are cherubim, there are seraphim, there are other beings that God has created. God has given man a status as dominion. Okay. To achieve that dominion, he says, 1, be fruitful. That is to be productive.
Okay.
Multiply. That is mass produce this productivity of yours.
Mm-hmm.
He says, replenish the earth. That is distribution. All right. Distribute this talent, this gift that you are producing through your productivity.
Mm-hmm.
Subdue. That means deliver it to the person who needs it. And then you will have dominion. So it's a 4-step process. And on the 5th step, you have dominion. So God secured your wealth in the very first chapter of the Bible. Wealth is God's design.
Mm-hmm.
Wealth was God's design in the first place. In fact, in the Garden of Eden, there was only 2 people, Adam and Eve. Yet God put something in the garden called gold. And the Bible even describes that gold. It says, and the gold in that land is very good. The word Eden means pleasure. And it was an enclosed location because he commanded Adam to guard the Eden, to guard the garden and to manage it. So Eden became the protected place of pleasure. And opulence is normal in that protected place of pleasure. And there was gold, and he didn't even need to buy or sell because everything was free. That was God's idea for man. That's how it was in the very beginning. That was God's design in the very beginning. So if we can see that be fruitful, that means produce on the outside what God has put in the inside.